Are you thinking about moving to DC? Here's 10 reasons I think that you are going to absolutely love it. Hi, welcome back to another Coffee with Coleman. We love to discuss Washington, D.C., business, real estate, all that good stuff. My name is John Coleman. I'm a real estate agent here in Washington, D.C. with the Jason Martin Group. Quick favor, if you think you're gonna love D.C., then go ahead and like this video. Also, if you wanna learn about more things all D.C., then go ahead and subscribe because I release new videos about a wide variety of content revolving around our great city. Pro tip, if you want a little bit of a guide about moving to this city, then I would click on the link in the description because there is a whole guide made for people moving to DC just like you. Okay, so this video is a little subjective because, let's be honest, these are my opinions. But I think that they're all very valid, and I think that you can take a little bit away about why I love living here. And who knows, maybe I'll make a video about why I don't like living here sometimes too. The first thing I love about DC, and what a lot of people love about DC, is that it oozes history. If you are a history buff, this is a place for you. We got museums, we got monuments, we have a lot of things that pay homage to not only this amazing country, but around the entire world in general. So when you come here, we are rich with architecture, we are rich with design and art. There's just so much to take in when you come here. And even after years and years of living in this city, I'm still seeing new awesome things each and every day. Number two is the food scene. We have a fabulous food scene. Every person's going to have their own suggestions about where you want to go. I have my own list. Go ahead, send me an email. I can send you my favorite ones. But there are a lot of new things opening up by the day, so lots of new things that you need to learn about as you're going through with it. In total, we have 24 Michelin star restaurants in the area, which is a crazy number. And then we have even more that are Bib Gourmand, which are essentially like more affordable, awesome, authentic food. So we have a whole list of those that you should check out, and the food scene is legitimate. If you want to know what DC is known for in the food world, you got Mambo sauce, you got half smokes, and then while it's not really us, we're so close to it, Maryland blue crab. It's a little crab you crack up and you have a lot of fun with. They're delicious. They're a lot of work for a little bit of food, but it's more of a social event than anything else. The number three thing I like about DC is it's a little big city. And what I mean, if you're moving from a big city, it actually feels kind of small. If you're moving from a small city, it feels pretty big. On a map, DC looks big. It is not. I've biked across the city before. It doesn't take that long, except kind of in traffic sometimes, to get from one side of the city to the other. And also, it's not built up like other big cities are. Like you go to a Chicago, you go to a San Fran, you go to New York, you feel engulfed by buildings. But because of the height restrictions, when you're in DC, it doesn't feel like it's all around you. And as soon as you get out of like downtown, everything starts to feel a whole lot more like an actual neighborhood as opposed to a big city. So while we have 24-hour food, bars, and restaurants and things at your fingertips that you need, we also have some of that smaller charm that comes with not being too massive. So we're kind of a good tweener. Number four is that we're all mixed up. And I don't mean that we're all kind of crazy. I mean, while we have a lot of people that are native Washingtonians and have been here forever and carry the city wonderfully, we are also injected with people from around the country. I'm from Michigan originally. I moved down here, don't know if I'm ever gonna leave. I love it here, and I have a lot of friends from all around the country that have made the city their own. And it makes sense. People come here to work for the government, they come here for politics and to work in law, and we have a lot of big companies that are in the DC area now too. So we have a lot of people mobilizing to DC as a place. Fifth thing about DC, it's only getting more popular. You got some big companies that are making investments here. Things like Amazon is bringing their headquarters here. Boeing just announced that they're bringing their headquarters from Chicago over to here. And heck, even just down the road this way from me right now, we have a satellite office for TikTok. So those people that like to do the dances and everything like that, they have a whole suite in an office building down the street. So you have a lot more growth with a lot of companies setting roots here, which means a lot of you guys will be coming this way and maybe watching this video. I don't know, maybe not. The sixth thing I like about DC is you can transport. And that sounds like we're gonna get like beam me up, Scotty. The reality is it means that you can change the vibe of what you're doing and what you're thinking about very, very quickly. You can go off and you can be in Rock Creek Park and you can be in the middle of what feels like an abyss out in the middle of nowhere. You can even drive 40 minutes and all of a sudden you're in a maritime, amazing spot of Annapolis. You can go out to the Shenandoah Valley and take out the huge and expansive views out there and visit all the wineries around DC. Within a blink of an eye, you can reset everything that you're looking at, and that's nice because that means living here, you have a lot of opportunities to do a vast number of things, and it's not just tied to that big city living. There's a lot of amazing things to get entrenched with as you live in this area. Number 7 is DC is actually one of the greenest cities. So if being eco-friendly is important to you, DC is a city that is pretty progressive in that realm. We still have quite a bit of pollution and stuff that we're doing, but it's a very active city, meaning we have a lot of bike riders, we have a lot of people that travel by foot, and there's a lot of things that we do to become a LEED Platinum certified city, which is pretty cool. So if you like sustainability, DC is always striving to be a little bit more and more, especially to its big city peers, in terms of sustainability and being eco-friendly overall. Number 8 is DC has one of the best park systems in all of not only the United States, but the world. And it makes sense. We have the National Park Service right here. We have the mall. We have a lot of different areas around DC that are actual national parks, and you can take advantage of them. A lot of them are free, and it gives you a lot of outdoor opportunity to go out and do stuff. Number 9 is for you art buffs. Not only do we have museums dedicated to art, but there are a lot of architectural marvels as you go through DC. And one of the things I really like, and a thing that's been happening a lot more, is the whole mural thing. Like murals on buildings is exploding around DC. And every week I feel like I see something new. I'm gonna put a link in the description below that shows you where all of the main murals are that people are watching. So we'll let you check some of those out too. But DC is an art city. Number 10, DC loves pets. If you're a pet owner, you want to have a pet, it's a great city for pets. We love our animals, and it seems that everybody takes their animals everywhere with them. It is a very pet-friendly city, except sometimes trying to find those rentals. I know that can be a little tricky. There are a lot of cool places to take in pets, and maybe not even your pets. You like cats, but you don't have a cat, but you want to hang out with a cat? There's a literal Crumbs and Whiskers bar where you can go sit, grab coffee, and chill with kittens. Who doesn't love that? If you want to go out and have fun, and you have like dog dad guilt about going out and having fun, you don't necessarily have to have it because your dog can come with you. I don't know if you could bring your ferrets and stuff to bar. I wouldn't try to do that, but you know. And pro tip, if you really want to take your dog somewhere very cool, I say Congressional Cemetery is one of the best spots. You're technically supposed to be a member, but you can do a $5 or $10 entry fee, and you can go in there with your dog, let them run around acres, and it is a beautiful spot. All right, so those are the 10 things that I love about living in DC. I'd love to hear if you have ones that I missed. Go ahead and put them in the comments below. And additionally, go ahead and download that guide. If you're considering moving to DC and you want to know about weather, you want to know about cost of living, you want to know about all that stuff, I got it all right there. Go check it out. It's for you to download and take advantage of. And if you have questions about DC, reach out. I love this city. It's not where I was born, but now it's where I've lived for, oh my goodness, the vast majority of my life. All right, well, I really appreciate you stopping by another Coffee with Coleman. Peace.